Hello, and welcome to Pulsar Measurement Academy. My name is Shaun Minton, and in today's how-to video, we're going to teach you how to use the Ultra 4 controller in an open channel flow application. From the home screen, first we'll enter the passcode 1997 and then press enter. Next, we'll get into the Ultra Wizard setup by hitting the left arrow key and enter. We'll hit enter again and then go to option 3, flow, by hitting the down arrow button 2 times and then hitting enter again. To get out of the Ultra Wizard, we'll use the cancel key and then right arrow. To get back into the quick setup menu, we'll hit enter once and then twice. Now it's time to set up our primary measuring device. As mentioned, we'll be setting up a partial flume. That's option 4, so we'll hit the down button 3 times and then enter. Now it's time to set up our calculation option. For a partial flume, we want to use ratiometric, so we'll hit the down arrow button 1 time and then enter. We can set up alarms for our partial flume, but in this instance we won't, so we'll simply hit enter. For open channel flow applications, the best option is our dB Mach 3. It's currently already highlighted. All we need to do is hit the enter button. Now, let's set up our volumetric units. We'll set this up for US gallons by hitting the down arrow button 4 times. Once we see US gallons, we simply hit the enter button. Let's set up our time units. For this particular application, we'll use the second option, per minute. We'll hit the down arrow button 1 time and then enter. Time to set up the measurement units. For this application, we'll be using the measurement unit of feet. We'll hit the down arrow button 3 times and then enter. To set up the empty distance, we'll want to measure from the bottom of the cone of the dB Mach 3 to the bottom of the flume. In this case, we'll set 2 feet as that parameter. We'll hit the number 2 and then the enter button. For minimum head, we can set the default as 0 as we're working with the partial flume. We'll simply hit the enter button. Maximum head is the maximum amount of water the flume is rated for. In this case, we'll set it at 1.5 feet and then hit enter. It's time to set up the totalizer. In most cases, we'll want the totalizer on. It's also the default setting, so we simply hit enter. The totalizer multiplier sets the factor by which the calculated volume will be divided or multiplied before being displayed. In this case, we'll multiply by a factor of 1 by hitting enter. Now it's time to set up the maximum flow rate for the parameters that we previously set. In this example, we'll set a maximum flow rate of 3,327 gallons and then hit enter. For this example, we've used a 1-foot partial flume. Now it's time to set up the throat width of the partial flume. In this case, it's 1 foot or 12 inches. We'll hit the down arrow button to 12 inches and then hit enter. It's time to set up the auxiliary line, or what the display will show the end user. In this case, we want it to show totalizer. We'll hit the up arrow once and actually choose the 14th option and then hit enter. One of the great features of the Ultra 4 controller is the ability to record data. We'll go to the data log option and hit enter. From there, we'll go to data log setup and hit enter again. We'll select data log. We'll hit the down arrow button, enter again, and then choose our logged value. Now let's set up our logging interval. We'll do this by hitting cancel twice. We'll go down to log settings and hit enter again. From here, it's simply a matter of setting up your log interval. In this case, we have it set up for 5 minutes. If that time is good, we simply hit enter again. We're now in the sample interval where we've set up our time for 5 minutes. If this meets your requirement, simply hit enter. If you need to change the interval, put in your interval and hit enter. And now it's time to get out of the data log option and back to the home screen. We simply do this by hitting cancel several times. Now that we've canceled out into run mode, we simply hit enter. And that takes us back to the home screen. Thanks for watching today's video on how to use the Ultra 4 controller in an open channel flow application. For more how-to videos, check out our website at www.pulsarmeasurement.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media.